Hey, what's up? Neil here. I'll be out starting tomorrow. I'm going to the Philippines to visit my mom. She's not in good condition. She's 92. But I'll be back here in Illinois in 2 weeks. Okay? So, what I'm planning to do next 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, depending on my load at work, I'd like us to build a machine. Yeah, this is an Odroid C2. It's an old device, but it has a powerful. I don't know if it's called GPU. It can play 4K files really well. But anyways, what I'm planning to do in 2 weeks, we are going to flash Debian. Okay, and then we're gonna do something similar to what I did today, which is I use this machine to live stream my DJI goggles. So that way, because I cannot bring that out in the field or someplace, right? It's so huge. And this one, I can power it with a, how do you call this? Like a LiPo battery. So I'll be using this. Yeah. And then configuring that as an output with at least 5 volts and 2.5 amps. And that's all it requires. Okay? And then we will be powering through that port. So now we will build Debian bookworm, right? And then I will still need to bring my laptop so I can control this. And you might ask why can't you just use your laptop? Yeah, that's definitely true, but unfortunately I don't have a personal laptop. That laptop that I will bring is actually a company laptop, so I cannot install anything, but I can use the tools from that laptop to connect to this one via SSH. Okay, so I hope this ball pen has a ink. Oh my god, it's not writing. It's so sticky. How come? Do I have another crappy? Hold on, let me pause it. Okay, guys, I'm back. I finally found a better pen. So, I said laptop, right? So that's gonna be the laptop. Okay, and it's gonna be connecting to this wirelessly. Okay, that's the wireless icon, right? And then this is the monitor. But anyways, and then you're gonna ask, how are you going to connect it to the internet? I'm gonna use my phone, and then I'm gonna turn on mobile hotspot. So that means my connection will be slow, right? So I'm gonna be configuring YouTube stream live using the ultra low latency. Okay, so there are three options there. Normal. I couldn't remember the middle one. I think low latency and then ultra low latency. That's what we're going to pick or select. But anyways, so let's see. So yeah, this is the one that has to be on the internet and not my laptop. However, I can configure those two devices, this one and then my laptop, so that they are on the same network. Okay, so that means this will be connected to my mobile hotspot as well. So let's draw here cell phone, which is my Samsung 23. So let's just put here mobile phone. Okay, so we'll be tethered using the not Ethernet tethered, but wirelessly tethered. So let's put mobile hotspot. mobile hotspot. Okay? And then, so that's the phone, right? That's how phones look like before. All right, looks like a radio. But anyways, it's a mobile phone. And then this is an Odroid C2. I actually have another one which is Raspberry Pi, but I don't know where it's at. I'll have to find it. If I can't get this to work, we'll use the Raspberry Pi. So this is an Odroid. Let's put it right here. Odroid C2. Okay, it's an old device, but it works really well. And we'll put here the antenna, okay, right there. Okay, so this one I'll have to enable WLAN, and then it's gonna be configured as a DHCP. Okay, DHCP means dynamic host configuration protocol. So this will acquire an IP address from my phone, because both two devices will be connected to the same gateway. That means it will actually acquire IP address that are on the same network. There'll be a different IP address, but the first three octets are actually going to be the same. So, like for example, 192.168.1.x network. Okay, this might be on like .101, and then my Odroid device or Raspberry Pi might be on like 120. Okay, there's like 1 to 255 or 254, because the 255 number is actually for broadcast address. All right, so we will configure Debian here, depending on what I like, Debian or CentOS or Fedora. It depends. We can pick anything. They're just the same to me. They just differ from like the package manager. Debian uses apt, and then Fedora uses yum or DNF. All right, and then uses RPM for installing packages. So, but they use the same kernel. So we're gonna use like 6.1 kernel, and by default, if you download the latest kernel or latest image, you'll get this kernel version 6.x. But anyways, so what we will do is, since this guy won't have any terminal, but we will use my laptop to be able to see what's happening. I don't really need to see what's happening on the screen. We won't have any OBS Studio here. Okay, OBS Studio is the one that you saw earlier if you watch my live feed today. We won't use that one. So what I'm gonna do is I can directly configure FFmpeg to stream directly to YouTube's RTMP protocol. And yeah, I've done that a few days ago, and it works. I don't need OBS Studio. So that means when we are out in the field, we don't need anything that is actually like highly performant. No, we don't need that. We just need something to be able to stream our packets coming from the DJI USB-C output. Yeah, so I'll do my best to show all the steps on how we will configure this. Okay, all the libraries that we need, all the tools that we need, the wires. So while I am in the Philippines, I'm gonna order. Actually, I already saw. Let me open that window to you. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna order this maybe right before I go back to Illinois. That's 10 feet. That's gonna be way better as compared to the one I'm using right now, which is 3 feet. It is extremely hard, and I couldn't move well. That's why my flight was so crappy. But yeah, again, so laptop, will connect to, oh here, laptop will connect to the Android device or RPi, Raspberry Pi, via SSH. Okay, that's called secure shell. So we will be configuring OpenSSH here, which is running on port 22 TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. And then we will install here the following: FFmpeg. What else? What else do I need there? I think that's all I need. Actually, you know what? That's all we need. Maybe RTSP. We don't need the Docker. We don't need the Docker container, just like what I showed in live. We don't need to stream our DJI goggles to itself. Yeah, here. No, we don't need that. We'll just directly hook the FFmpeg to YouTube. So now I need to figure out how I can, maybe I can bring this as well. Yeah, the mic, and then we will connect it to the one of the USB ports. All right, and then we will use either ALSA, Pulse Audio, or maybe what is that called? PrimeWire, which is actually somewhat a replace, not PrimeWire, I forgot the name. It's a somewhat a new version of, or like an improvement of Pulse Audio. Okay, so that one is actually USB based, and I can remove this so that way it's not really hard. And you don't want something where I will be there out in the field and then you won't hear me talking. Yeah, so we need that. So we'll have to figure it out. So I want you guys to see, and it's gonna be fun because you'll learn a lot of things about Linux. And I've been using Linux since 1995, so we can build this stuff together. And yeah, well, for now I need to prepare my stuff because I'm flying tomorrow 8 p.m. I need to take the international flight to the Philippines, and I think I'll have to stop in San Francisco. I thought I was gonna stop in Japan, but I found out that I'll stop in San Francisco. I have a layover there for like 2 hours, and then from San Francisco, I'll have a direct flight to the Philippines. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see my mom, and she's not feeling well. So hopefully, once she sees me, she'll regain her strength. Yeah, I hope she still remembers my face, because sometimes I heard from my siblings that she was looking for the baby Neil, and I'm not a baby anymore, you know. So anyways, yeah guys, hopefully this will be fun, and I'm gonna teach you how to configure everything. Alrighty guys, have a great night. See you in 2 weeks.